Hi guys, it's starting to sweat here in Chennai and that means summer is coming. Summer in India means IPL is just around the corner. Most of the households, the daily soaps, movies will be now replaced by IPL in the evenings. With CSK back in the fold along with Rajasthan Royals, this is going to be an interesting season, and especially for the Chennai fans. Their men in yellow are coming back and their favorite Tala Dhoni is come back into the fold once again. To know more about the upcoming season, who's going to win and what's the team composition like, we have two gentlemen here who have played the game. They have done cricket commentary, and more importantly, they are cricket crazy fans. And to know more about CSK in particular, let's welcome Vignesh and Vishal. Welcome to the show, guys. So, who do you think had the best auction in terms of on the composition, team composition, and money spent?
Kings 11 Punjab na solluven. One of the reasons is they stocked up with very good batsmen, so they got their desired results and a new captain Ashwin who has now gone into over there. So from a spin part of it, I think Ashwin and his troops might do good. And also they have got some good decent fast bowlers. So the overall composition of Kings 11 Punjab, at look of it from the papers, நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா அது வந்து கிங்ஸ் 11 பஞ்சாப் நான் சொல்லுவேன்.
ராஜஸ்தான் ராயல்ஸ் மேபி ஆன் த ஸ்பெண்ட் பார்ட் நீங்கள் கேட்டப்போ, ஸோ அவங்க வந்து ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணாத ஒரு டீம். ஆனால் இந்த தடவை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தேவ் காட் தேர் ஹையஸ்ட் ஸ்பெண்ட்ஸ் அவங்க தான் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. பிக் நேம்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்காங்க, ஆர் மேபி பிக் யூட்டிலிட்டிஸ்னு சொல்லலாம். லைக் ஜெயதேவ் நோபடி தாட் இது கோ ஃபார் 11.5 crore. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து நிறைய ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க ராஜஸ்தான். ஸோ தேவ் ஆல்சோ ஸ்டாக்ட் அப் வித் நல்லா ஐ டோன்ட் நோ, இந்த வருஷம் வந்து தே வாண்ட் டு கோ ஆல் அவுட் அண்ட் மேபி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எடிஷன் வின் பண்ண மாதிரி திரும்பி வின் பண்ணணும்னு ஒரு இன்டென்ஷனில் இருக்காங்களா, ஆர் ஹவ் தே காட் பீப்புள் இன்வெஸ்டிங் மணின்னு தெரியல. பட் தேவ் கான் பிக். ஸோ இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் டு see a team like say Rajasthan spending so much, and it shows intent. Yeah, so last couple of years maybe they didn't have the intent to win, maybe they were content with about finishing third or fourth, but this year maybe at least their intent is to come in the top two, maybe a runner up or a winner. And also Mumbai Indians, அவங்க வந்து அந்த கோரை ரீடைன் பண்ணிருக்காங்க like any other side. So we also see that.
I felt Sunrisers had a decent buy in terms of utility players and backup. I mean most of the teams their first 11 is pretty solid, right? So for example, it's a long season, right? 14 games na injuries நிறைய chances இருக்கு, lack of forms நிறைய chances இருக்கு. So backup னு பார்த்தா I thought Sunrisers had quite a few backups. For example, they had a like backup. Say Rashid Khan already a star there, so they had Shakib Al Hasan. Say for example Rashid Khan is injured, they had someone who can replace him with Shakib Al Hasan, and they had Carlos Brathwaite as well, so or medium base all rounder. And Yusuf Pathan, their problem was Indian batting, so adala vandu they stocked with Manish Pandey. So I felt Sunrisers had a decent option. We'll come back to Namur at CSK. So they are back in the fold after a couple of years, and most critics are right through the social media, everything. The talk was Chennai veteran or Chennai senior Kings, right? So everyone, I mean most of the players have average age but 35 and above. So your thoughts on Chennai Super Kings?
See, I think yes, they are all about 30-35 average age. கண்டிப்பாக அவங்க தான் இருக்கிறதே ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்கும். However, I think just நீங்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி தான், just 14 games. So if you see Shane Watson or Dwayne Bravo, they are old, ஆனால் they've been playing 2020 cricket all across the globe. And also one more thing I felt with CSK is I think they've kept the home matches in mind and picked their side. So if you see a Bravo or a Watson, they might not be express pace, but அவங்க அந்த ஸ்லோ ரன் யூஸ் பண்ணுறது when they bowl இல்லையா. And Watson can bowl 4 overs now since he's out of the international burden too. So I feel they might be the dark horse because everybody is blaming them for not picking up a very young youthful side. But maybe I felt Kishore they could have also done better in a couple of things. So maybe another international opener. I felt they could have maybe retained, or they would have used the RPM for McCallum, and then Faf du Plessis they could have got them in a bit. Nobody would have gone say more than 2 crores for Faf. So I think there could have been a couple of things where they could have done better, but on the hindsight I'm hoping that they do well, keeping the home conditions in mind.
Exactly, they have stacked up with lots of spinners, lots of spin options. Sonamari, half of the games is in their home conditions, and if you win most of them, then you have a good chance of qualifying for the knockout. Your views on CSK?
See, CSK and it's I would say a good balanced lineup. Okay, the debate is always there with whether it's an aging squad or whatever be it, but in a format like 20 over format, it doesn't really matter in a Puerto Rican because these are all fit cricketers. Okay, so we are not talking about somebody who's not fit. Dhoni, even at this particular age, will give the run for money along with Hardik Pandya on a 100-meter sprint. So அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறதுல வந்து even and Shane Watson, if you just go back and analyze what he had done in the Big Bash, he has done really well. So as Vishal said, he doesn't have the burden of actually playing the longer format, and he's not in the international teams. So one of the biggest advantage that what he has is that he's now very very focused on this kind of franchisee cricket and the T20 tournament, and he has done well for Australia. So there is a reason. So when Stephen Fleming picks up these kind of people, okay, even for that matter Mitchell Santner, okay, of course he is now injured and not there, but they have seen how the performances are. முன்னாடி இருக்கிற ஆக்ஷன் பார்க்கறதுக்கு இப்போ இருக்கிற ஆக்ஷன் பார்க்கறதுக்கும் everybody is going with a purpose. So and CSK is raising one step at a level when முன்னாடி வந்து ஒரு ஹஞ்ச் ஒரு இதுல வந்து ஒரு ஓகே எனக்கு வேணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு எடுக்கிறவங்க இருக்காங்க. இப்போ இன்னைக்கு வந்து அவங்க எப்படி பார்க்கறாங்க, ஸ்குவாட் பேலன்ஸ் வேணும், bowlers எப்படி இருக்காங்க, என்ன மாதிரி இருக்காங்க. For example, the real surprise was Kolkata this time because they went with more with experience last time around, and this time they didn't want to go with Gambhir, even though Gambhir did a lot of good things for Kolkata, but they didn't go with them. They went for the youth and on the fast bowlers basically. They went with all the under-19 guys. So it will be interesting to see how people like Shivam Mavi and Kamlesh Nagarkoti, all those under-19 stars are going to perform in the highest level. So adu one irukku. So coming back to that CSK story, I felt that it's a quite balanced side. The only aspect which is slightly worrying is their fast bowling department. Mark Wood, even though he has pace, but he is slightly erratic. How he is suited in the Indian condition is still unknown. Maybe he would have done well in English soil or in a hard bouncy track in Australia, but playing in India could be a slightly tricky situation. Shardul Thakur now he has got that very good slower one, the knuckle ball, because when you go for away matches it's going to be important.
Lungi and Giri good எடுத்துறாங்க. So the South African fast bowler has been doing pretty well, and Mark Wood, I just seen him in the series against Australia in Australia. He has done really well. This guy is quick. And history of CSK பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, they have always wanted to play only with one pure fast bowler. They will always pitch in with an Albi Markle or a Dwayne Bravo, and they'll have one Indian fast bowler who can come and do the bits for them. So I think they've kept everything in mind.
Because they have the legs of Reina and Jadeja, right? Nisonamari, probably they'll fill in those bowling options.
And you have Kedar Jadhav also this year who can, especially in Chennai, I think he'll be. Actually, our bowling will be more effective than his batting because the way he bowls now, the ball doesn't bounce, and Chennai is a slow, low turner. So he'll be, I think, the most effective way in terms of at least keeping the run rate down for the opposition.
In terms of picking the squads, when you said McCullum, they could have gone for McCullum rather than Du Plessis, right? One more thoughts on that same scenario where did they not bid aggressively, very surprised for Ashwin because they could have they left him quite early considering he's a local guy.
No, I think even pre-auction there was a talk. I think Stephen Fleming was like or even Dhoni. I think it was in fact Dhoni who said Ashwin will come right up there in the first 2 or 3 in the auction, and it will be very okay. He's just gone for 7.4 crores approximately, I think, this year for Kings 11 Punjab. And when you look at the hindsight saying this, Chennai still have about 6.5 crores in the bank. They could have gone for Ashwin on there are a lot of talks saying that they could have spent the money, a couple of crores. They went till 4 crores. அதுக்கு மேல வந்து they didn't go. So maybe extra 4 crores. But நீங்க இன்னொன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஜெயதேவ் உனக்கு கேட்டிருக்காரு, அவருக்கு 10 வரைக்கும் போனாங்க. They couldn't pick him up. So maybe, as he was also mentioning, it's now become more like horses for courses. Emotion, I don't think no longer plays a vital role in picking up. So I think it's becoming more like the English Premier League where you would love to have your local players. However, end of the day, it's all about winning and the game.
Yeah, it's not only about emotions because Ashwin, being a proper off spinner, being someone who can bowl with the new ball, I felt he's actually suited for the Chennai conditions, right? So
as what Vishal said, one of the things is there was a lot of pre-talks about Ashwin, whether they want to retain him or not retain him and all those things. So they started bidding because surely they know that a lot of people are going to pick up Ashwin. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயத்துல then they went for the compromise to go for Harbhajan Singh. So but Harbhajan Singh, having said that, we can't say that he has not done well. He has done well given the opportunities, and he also a different kind of a player when it comes to T20. So he pings the ball quickly, and then quite handy with the bat also.